Portal completed, everybody going to go for the all-in. It looks like Skulltown's the high focus here, finding a couple of Watson traps. You know, that rogue feels good. The fact that they're sitting dead and center here in that circle. Wacko.
It's the NRG that they find. Now Ace has to disengage. Dizzy also down.
That's a very early iframe.
Gonna queue maybe. Let's see exactly where this portal will take them. Over here, all the way up top. Presumably where NRG was hiding. Now back on board with CLG. They have made
1 minute.
a move here across, and they actually occupy space only because Penta left.
Yeah, they essentially were given enough breathing room, and now they're trying to get to that zip without actually having to burn anything, so no Cocoa Buffs can make his way up. He burns his own. They're not going to waste any time, but they're going to run into Rogue there on that high ground. Navi still with the low ground, still sitting in the middle of Crossroads.
Navi's the only one of this group that has really stayed there. We still see also Rogue still up top, so they might get involved once again. Penta choosing to go for these interior battles, and grenades coming in. They're going to have to be careful here. They know that Rogue could still be up top. Bones.
Wyvern also actually making it over to the caves. We saw them a long time ago trying to deal with the skirmish, and they ended up holding their own. Parka needs to be able to shield up, but it looks like he will be given that opportunity here for now. Only 19, or excuse me, all 19 minus one team here still remaining in round number 4 as we're going to be closing in very, very quickly here. 9 seconds out. G2, the team low on armor, but still met the win condition, trying to skirt their way into the rest of the circle, but down on the resources. I don't know if it's going to pay off as Penta get pressure.
Look at Nesh here. So weak, has to pump Mendo. He will go down. Nesh just get the knock. That's Stanya from 789. Who gets that? Wacko and Orax needing to work to get here. Look at Wacko getting absolutely melted. He has to queue out and tries to stay alive here in the building. Tries to pump a bat. We'll see. He's going to need Wacko to keep him alive. Excuse me, Orax to keep him alive.
Tries to get pressure on a different angle. Look at Wacko actually was able to heal up. Orax is suffering with shots from the side. Wacko takes one more glance. 4 Peacekeeper available. No way he's going to be able to shield up. What?
Orsal being popped right away, finds a break with some good shots. Orax might go ahead and continue to re-engage. He does have help once again from Wacko. He's going to sell up. Wacko did able to pop that bat, so now going to try to fly in, and now getting pinched again is Wyvern.
Yeah, it looks like they found G2. Actually, Wyvern with a double shot. G2 is going to be out of here, so we only have ourselves Navi and Penta still available for this win condition, but Penta not sitting with a full roster, and I don't think that's the case when we look here back at Navi.
By the way, Wyvern was in 6th place. Once again, 9 points away, only at 41 from the threshold. You have to wonder if they prioritize that kill. Likely the case. G2 is out, and Navi and Penta are our only 2 teams left on match point. Look at that. Great 99 work from Impulse. Also, TKM going to push it in as well. While Impulse pops it back.
Notice how the zipline was just used. The zip will not be available before the next circle actually comes into play. So it's important to note that they cannot rely on the high ground advantage there from that Pathfinder for that team. Penta though struggling quite a bit. Orax the only one left alive.
Lots of action here. As part of Skull. And this is tricky days. We now have Orax, the only player alive for his team on match point. It would require a minor miracle for him to win this game. And look at this. Now half health is getting melted. Also, Penta is eliminated. That leaves only Navi, as they will also get the wipe on Rogue. But they take the lead in kills, and now the only team left on match point.
But it comes at the cost of PK and MK. It is not free here for them whatsoever. So they need to find a way to be able to maintain the high ground. I feel like played a little bit slower here. The portal's going to come out from Impulse saying, Drev, what are you talking about? Slow is not the way we're going to make this happen here. Transfer over to the side of Skulltown, maybe on the outskirts there. Once we saw Penta before, the bird is pro now with the high ground, wailing away at the victims within Skulltown, finding one on the outskirts, but they have grand position here as we see 20 seconds out from the finishing of the closing of this circle.
Bird's pro is great G7 sounds there. Take a look. Back to PJ. Trying to make some shots out next here, and things are broken shields for them. Let's see if BB can pick up. Yes, indeed, that goes a knock, and right away they fly right in. They waste no time here as they head into the Skulltown pit, right around the respawn beacon. PJ pushing in, great shots with the wingman, but does he have enough help? Peacekeeper is out, trying to turn the corner. He will go down now, back over to Impulse and Claws.
Oh, look at this. They actually have a flank on the backside of somebody here. Impulse looking good when it comes to the HP. Claws not going to join him in that push. Nice 74 into a blue armor, one away from cracking.
5 squads left. Navi, one of them, with a potential to win the tournament here with only 2 players.
The only team available in this game with an opportunity to win and become the champion, but they have to get first place. 4 squads remain. 2 members of Navi still here. Can they do it?
Now 4 squads left as we do see Virtus Profile. You have to wonder how TSM is going to play this, because they cannot allow Navi to take the win. You have to imagine that as soon as they find Navi, they will be wondering 789 as well. Every team that remains knows they cannot let Na'Vi win this game. Question and shield and a purple shield here. Peacekeeper Devotion in the hands of Klaus.
Ball's taking a pretty poor trade. They're already losing a couple of shields, but it's just important to note that none of these teams know which one of these are Na'Vi. They have no information to discover which one is the one they need to focus. So if Na'Vi can distract, just buy a little bit of time, get each other to look at each other, they're going to be okay here. TSM still with the low ground as we do see Na'Vi struggling with the fight up above, but TSM now counterfighting and helping out here. Na'Vi, again, they don't know if they're helping or hurting in most situations, but that Arc Star's going to hurt.
Klaus now has to pop that bat just in time. Impulse also showing up. Impulse is getting melted up top, trying to help. Let's see if Klaus can work together. Knocked out. Impulse goes down. Na'Vi is out.
So here we go. TSM having the opportunity here to walk away with 3 squads remaining. Only Imperial Hal and Albro lately seem to be alive. Excuse me, just the UI covered up. That Reps is still here. It's going to be the 3v3. We find ourselves Gambit with the high ground.
Take a look at this now. It's all everything converging on the rooftop shots here. Gamers Origin is down. Take a look at this. Na'Vi now one of the only squads left here. TSM versus, excuse me now, Na'Vi.
789. It's the only one here. 2 squads left. TSM versus 789. 2 members. That statue with a bad trade there is going to really set them back. Kasanya trying to do the best, but look at that. Seems like it's Hal 3 versus 2. They put it down from above. I don't think they have what it takes here.
I don't think so. Take a look at TSM just flying right in. Take a look at exactly where this might come out. Yes, they find it. And yes, indeed, TSM.
TSM likely find themselves now amongst those in the 50-point threshold. Because you know that they were so concerned. Is this that opportunity? They want this tournament. They feel maybe it is if they deserve it with how much success they've had here lately, but they had to get to that point first without allowing Penta, G2, and Na'Vi. Very well done here for them, but only their first victory here in our finals.
And it was a match that came down to the wire up until the final moments. We had all 3 teams on match points still in that game. G2 was the first to drop, not terribly surprising, giving the hand that they were dealt. But ultimately, it's TSM that adds a win in the finals, and that trophy will sit center stage for, at the very least, one more game to break that one down. Let's head over to the analysis desk.
Thank you so much, Bravo. With the first place finish, TSM's at 46 points. You gotta think they got at least 4 kills or more. TSM may have punched their ticket to match point as well. The first North American team to do it. TSM started slow, finishes strong, and they're bouncing back here. You saw the let's go come out of Hal on your screen. TSM doesn't.
I think the most important part about what just happened is that Na'Vi didn't win. So now we're extending the tournament on yet another match. So all of these teams have another opportunity to do something.
And then when we saw it on the kill feed, Penta going down, G2 going down, Na'Vi's still alive with 2 players left, but controlling the outside. Everything was looking good until it was raining nades on top of them.
Jamerson turns to me halfway through and says they have high ground and outside. They're looking good, and they were positioning-wise. We're able to place the ult Watson, protecting nades, but nades weren't really protected. I don't know how, if it didn't detect or maybe it wasn't reaching high enough, but a couple nades ended up costing them, hurt them. Whatever team that was, I think it was Geo. Was it Geo?
I saw one of them definitely get killed by Geo. I don't know if the other one was TSM. I don't know if they were pinched. I didn't see the second one, but either way, immediately after that, TSM then takes out Geo. So
yeah, TSM waited for the third party perfectly to push. 789 versus TSM, a matchup we were excited for. Of course, Russia versus US there. TSM comes on top 3-on-2. They had a complete advantage there, but TSM with a statement win, first place, that's at least 12 points. They need 4 kills. I think they got it, maybe a 50.
Also, crucially, 789. Now they are in with a contention also.
They're definitely there. They got 45, they got 9 points for second place. So here's replay. Na'Vi getting flown at. 9 impulse, of course. The rest of Na'Vi get denied the win. Huge denial coming through. We talk about denials in Apex. I love this format.
Reps actually got the melee design there. Name a player or name a team that's gotten more melee kills than TSM.
I had to have been practicing before this event.
The punches,
You got a punching bag right there in the green room, yeah.
Or they just really want the command center to do some more yeets.
Oh, the yeets. We haven't seen a yeets in one place. Like, you challenge me. He's getting ready for some yeets. I think. Oh my gosh, that command center's been hilarious. Telestrator in their hand. has been awesome as we're awaiting the match standings here. What a finish. Really interesting finish. I can't actually remember the title. Is it Skull Town?
Yes.
The Skull Town finish. Okay, yeah, I didn't do the house which was a town outside of Skull Town, or Skull Town proper. So the Skull Town finish is fun. I like the way that one ended up. Top 4 teams, Gamers Origin in the mix. You wonder if the French can do it, if they can get in the 40s or 50s as well.
All very close at this point. And the longer it goes on, the longer it drags on. We saw in X Games, it took about, I believe, by the 12th game, by the final game of X Games, 15 out of 20 teams were able to hit that 50-point threshold. And so we are getting into that mark where a lot of teams are within contention.